Hey there guys, CrossFlux here, and welcome to my next Let's Play of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Red Rescue Team for the Game Boy Advance. For those of you who haven't heard of this series for whatever reason, it's kind of a dungeon crawly spin-off of the main title Pokemon games. So the game starts off with a questionnaire of sorts that helps determine which Pokemon you'll play at the start of the game. I'm going to leave this part in and answer truthfully just to kind of see what I get for fun, but I will ultimately pick my starter Pokemon. So I'll kind of cut if for whatever reason I don't get it. So without further ado, let's begin. Do you like groan-inducing puns? Really? Is that even a question? I love them. Grab any digit on your left hand with your right hand. Which digit did you grab? I don't know, it was kind of random. My hands kind of came together, so I grabbed my middle finger. A friend brought over something you'd forgotten. How do you think? I thank them regularly for it. How often are you late for school meetings? I'm not usually late to sorts of things like that. I'm a pretty punctual person. Do you hate to be the last person to leave at the end of a school day? Not really. I usually was when I did go to school. Have you ever made a pitfall trap? What kind of question is that? Has anyone really ever made a pitfall trap? I mean, no, I haven't. Would I like to? I guess given the time, I probably would. A delinquent is hassling a girl on a busy street. What will you do? Help without hesitation. Absolutely. Do you like to noisily enjoy yourself with others? I suppose I do. I don't usually. I mean, it's not my preferred method of enjoying myself around others, so in that sense, I'll say no. Are you a boy or girl? Once again, do you even have to ask? Appear to be brave. Strong sense of justice, and you hate evil. You'll take on any opponent. You truly are a hero. Go forth, for justice, for peace on earth, and fight the forces of evil! Dun, 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 dun. If I'm wrong, work at becoming a true hero. Brave person like you should be a Machop. Yeah, this wasn't quite the Pokemon I was going for. This personality quiz tends to be a little off. It's really random what kind of questions you'll get. So in that regard, I'm going to cut to which Pokemon I would like to play. The Pokemon Mudkip. Yes, this was the Pokemon that I was looking to play as. The final step. Who would you like to have as a partner? Now, no matter which Pokemon you end up receiving, you always get to pick your partner. Now, since I want Charmander to kind of pair up with the fact that I'm a water type and I have trouble with grass types, and fire is good against grass, I figured that was a good match. The partner at no point in the game really has any defined gender, so I'm going to say our female Charmander is a girl. Go figure. Redundancy is redundant. So, since she's a lizard, I'm going to name her Lizzy. Yeah, I'm really bad at nicknaming Pokemon. Where am I? Am I dreaming this? I feel a present breeze. And I hear a voice from somewhere. I wonder who it is. Excuse me. Please, wake up. Come on, wake up. You're finally awake. Great. Where is this? You were passed out here. I'm glad to see that you're finally awake. I'm Lizzy. Glad to meet you. And you are... I've never seen you around before. You're a human? But you look like a normal Mudkip in every way. It's true. I've turned into a Mudkip. But how? Why? I don't remember anything. You're kind of weird. Your name? What was it? Oh, my name. That's right, my name is... Well, in general, whenever I nickname my Mudkips in any Pokemon game I play, for some reason I've always been fixated on the nickname of Skipper. because it sounds like Mudkip because it has that kip part in it. And a skipper is on a boat, and boats are related to water. Like I said, I'm pretty bad at nicknaming Pokemon, so you'll just have to deal with it. Oh, Skipper's your name. Well, that's a funny name. Yeah, game, I don't need you chiming in either. Somebody, please help! I hear shouts from over there. What's wrong? It's horrible. My Caterpie fell into a cavern. My poor baby. What? A huge fissure opened in the ground and my Caterpie fell in. He's too young to crawl out by himself. So I went in to get him, but Pokemon suddenly attacked me. You were attacked by other Pokemon? They must be enraged by the fissure, out of control. That's what I think. I'm not strong enough to fend off those wild Pokemon. What will become of my baby? What am I to do? This sounds bad. We have to go help. Couldn't have said it better myself, Lizzy. And with that, the tutorial dungeon begins. The Tiny Woods. So, these dungeons that we'll be tackling are randomly generated, but the style of the dungeon kind of is dependent upon which dungeon you're in. So for example, the Tiny Woods tends to have a lot of open areas connected by very simple pathways. So it's a very easy dungeon to traverse. You advance through floors of the dungeon by stepping on these stair squares up here, but I usually don't do that until I explore a floor entirely, since you miss out on lots of treasure unless you explore the whole floor. Now, enemy Pokemon, if you take them out, obviously it'll give you experience and whatnot to level up so that you can learn new moves. Also, make sure to use at least one move against an enemy if you can, because you'll get bonus experience for doing it that way. Obviously, if you're running low on power points, just spam your basic attack, because every Pokemon has access to a basic attack, and you have an infinite number of uses of it. So I'll kind of explain a little bit more about how the dungeon foraying process goes as we come to more advanced stuff. You pick up money to use in shops, you pick up food items to keep your belly full during battles, because otherwise you'll get hungry and you'll pass out from hunger. Let's see, what else? So, here's kind of the menu of the game. I guess now's as good a time as any to share it. Here you can select your moves. Earlier I set this tackle move so that I can use it really quickly without having to access the move menu at all times. You can check out items. I'm actually going to set up Lizzy's AI to a certain degree. I'm going to tell her to go after foes. Since your partner Pokemon will in general be the same level as you, if not a little bit higher level than you, you can count on your partner being strong enough to handle most Pokemon in the area. So I generally tell them to just go after foes so that I can end up exploring the rest of the dungeon picking up items. Obviously each tactic has their upside and their downside. Like for example here we just split up. If we were in a tougher dungeon, then that could have been bad news because obviously the buddy system. Now if you'll notice, I've been kind of showing on screen which Pokemon are available to find on each floor because each floor in a dungeon has its own unique set of Pokemon that can appear. And so I'll be keeping that trend up with every single dungeon that we explore in this Let's Play. The unique thing is that, once again, as I mentioned, since every floor is randomly generated, it keeps it interesting because you never know what Pokemon you'll find and in what order. Now, as far as Tiny Woods themselves go, obviously it's a tutorial dungeon, so it's not that bad. The biggest threats I'd see are the Sunkern if you have a water partner or are a water type such as myself, because their Absorb will deal lots of damage and heal them in the process. But just like that, the third floor is clear, so let's get on with the rescue mission. Mommy, where are you? We came to rescue you. Huh? Your mom's waiting. Let's get you out. Okay. Wow, that Butterfree was a terrible mother. She didn't tell her Caterpie how to not talk to strangers. What if we were an enemy gang of Pokemon coming to, like, beat them up or something? Well, it worked out in the end. That's alright. It's been dangerous lately with sudden quakes and fissures like that one. It's great to find your little boy unharmed. Please, may I have your names at least? I'm Lizzy, and this is Skipper. So cool. He's, staring at me adoringly. Those sparkly eyes, it's, a little embarrassing. But it doesn't feel bad either. It's kind of like I'm a hero. Helping Pokemon in trouble might be a good experience. Thank you. I know it isn't really enough, but this is a token of our thanks. Please accept it. And so we receive a wide assortment of berries, which will help keep us healthy in the middle of dungeons. Thanks so much. Goodbye. Thanks for helping. You're very tough. I was sure impressed. So, what are you gonna do? You have any plans? Listen, Skipper. If you don't have a place to stay, you should come with me. Well, that was nice of Lizzy. Well, this is the place. Alright, beautiful. Nice wooden hut surrounded by a lake. Or moat, I should say. I can't explain it, but I'm really happy. I'm a human, but I like this place. It might be an instinct thing for Pokemon. Maybe this is what it feels like to want to wag your tail. It doesn't matter, though. Oh, Skipper, you're impressed, aren't you? I thought so. I thought this would make a good place for you to live. I was sure you'd like it. I'm going to keep repeating the same dialogue, but in a slightly different way, to extend the length of the cutscene artificially. For some reason, there have been many natural disasters lately. Because of those disasters, many Pokemon are suffering. I want to help Pokemon in these tough times. I want to help change things so that all Pokemon can live in peace. So, well, I like how you handled yourself when we rescued Caterpie. Would you like to join me on a rescue team? Skipper, with you, I think we could even become the world's best rescue team. How about it? Well, how can I turn down a request that properly worded? Let's do it. Perfect. That's it then. We're partners in our rescue team from now on, Skipper. Glad to have you on board. The team name, though, I don't have one yet. So, what do you think would be a good name? Well, for those of you Power Ranger fans out there, I'm sure you have a perfect idea what I'm going to name our rescue team. Let's go with Operation Lightspeed. Let's do it. Lightspeed. I like it. It's a good name. It's perfect. Rescue team, Operation Lightspeed. Alright, with that, guys, I'm going to have to call it. Thanks so much for tuning in on the first episode, and remember to have a blessed day. See you guys next time.